Hello everybody and welcome to a new kind of video. This was a 1v1 battle against Onyx Iornblood on YouTube. So the way this works, the way we have it set up, is that of course I'm watching a replay. We decided that we were going to do a ambush battle, a field battle, a choke point battle, and a siege battle. Now, the first time we played this, the rules were different than the second time we played this. Let's see, so he's Britannia. This was the first ambush battle, and it was the first go at it. So he's playing Britannia, I'm playing Vampire Counts. Specifically, Vlad. Now, the way this works was that whoever won the ambush battle was going to be the attacker in the next few battles. And whenever the attacker was beaten, they go in reverse order. So, say I lost a choke point battle, which comes after a field battle. We would have to go back and play a field battle. And then they would have to do a choke point battle. This time I would be defending, he would be attacking. And it was whoever could get to the other person's castle and win. We changed the rule in the second round we did of this, where it's really ambush, field, choke, and siege. Whoever won more of them was the victor. So that's a way better way to do it. But anyway, back to this. So he had cavalry coming down here. A lot of firing going on. He's got trebuchets. I saw the opportunity, and I just sent everyone right out to it. Now, especially for moments like this, we'll go into more of, as I like to think, a cinematic view. Got more forces in. I just piled everyone in there. Now, if I remember correctly, I do have... I had some units coming in from the back. The Lord took the field. Vlad von Karstein versus both of his main lords, a paladin and Repants. I can't remember her name exactly. My hero. Gotta love those horses. Alright, here we go. So he still had quite a bit of archers, and still had a trebuchet up there, all delivering arrow after arrow. So let's see here. Finally got my my crypt horse to get back into it. And as you can see right here, I'm knocking down his soldier count. Let's go check on his lords. The paladin still here? Does not look like it, but I'd also don't. That might be his body right there. I'm not sure. No, there he is right there. Oh, she's running. Every man for himself. All right. And the first battle was a victory for me, meaning I would be the one. I would be the one attacking. So let's see, 344 losses versus 316 losses. A lot of good kills, especially on his trebuchet, getting 60 free kills. That was the one up in the woods. I didn't even know, when we did this, I didn't even know that that trebuchet was up there until I just noticed a rock falling on my head. Ooh, that vampire racking up the kills, MVP right there. All right, round 2. Warriors of Chaos versus the Last Defenders. Now, I'm already feeling pretty good at this point because of that ambush battle. But I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch. Lizards are always really strong. Here we are. Let's take a brief moment to look at what each faction has to offer. Field battles, to me in history, always made me think of a lot of cavalry. It was always very beneficial to cover ground a lot faster and could just plow right in. Now, so I loaded up a lot of cavalry with Warriors of Chaos, such as Chaos Knights and Marauder Horsemen. Got some Chaos Warhounds, all that good stuff. Got a Exalted Hero, which looks super cool, and I got a Hell Cannon, which is my artillery unit that looks super cool. So let's see, I picked Archon the Ever-Chosen. The horns on that helmet, good lord. Now let's take a look at him. Coming up to bat for the Lizardmen, we got our normal Saurus units. We have the big man himself, one of the coolest lizards in my opinion. Gotta love that mechanical arm. You have, let's see, it is Cold Ones Knights, Blessed Horn Ones, Blessed units. Oof. I should have read that when I did this fight. Got a Skink Chief. And one thing I noticed that really, really panicked me in the beginning is that his Vanguard deployable units were literally in my flank at the beginning of the whole thing. Look at that! Look at that beautiful, beautiful dinosaur. Good lord. Take a picture of that. Alright, we got Pterodon Riders. Let's go at it. Hit me from the flank, like, well, honestly, it's a great thing to do. And the worst thing was that I could not hit those Pterodons because I didn't get hardly any archers. So I'm throwing spears up at this like it's civilization. Got one down. Already got people running away from his dinosaurs. The spear's just bouncing off. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead. I can tell where they are. Got more of them coming in. Let's take a look at what the bulk of the army is going. Looks like my hell cannon already hit some of his soldiers. Oh, here it comes. Needed to get me a few more of those. Nope, here comes another blast. I could tell it just knocked some of those Pterodon units down. Sending in his blessed horn ones. It was really a good offensive on him. He's not sitting back, being too defensive. Really just tearing into him. Like now, my horsemen, I feel like should have had a good advantage against this in this situation right here. This is the situation I wanted to be in. Let's take a look at that dinosaur. It's either fleeing or it's chasing my hounds. I'm not sure. Oh, I guess what? Okay, it's fleeing. I should have stopped that right then and there. So many things when you look back that you're like, man, I could have done that better. Oh, sending in Archon. Or is that my Exalted? That's my Exalted. There's spears and arrows flying everywhere. Alright, let's see if we can find his main unit. Alright, at this rate, we're a little bit below, but it really didn't look that bad. I think at this point my artillery, either stuff got out of its range or it ended up not having enough ammunition. Well, things over here look to be going pretty good. The bulk of his army. Are preparing their next move. That poor skink. Ah, he had units getting behind my hell cannon. I stopped it, but the damage was done. I had no more, I had like 2 more Chaos Dwarves to operate it. For both of us in this battle, our units got really, really spread out. Alright, let's see what my main dude can do. Well, considering I can't even see him, I'd say, yeah, it's not going too hot. The battle really could have gone any way at one point in the middle. But there's just something about lizards. They're resilient, they're tough, and when you use them correctly, like he has, it's like right now, they're all gone. It's all gone. My morale is in the gutter. I think my lord is even dead. Look for a horn helmet. Nope, there he is right there. Yep, there he goes. Down 4 of a count. I think these guys are just running away.
This was not meant to be.
Valiant defeat. Could be worse, but eh. Alright, so the second fight in this duel is my loss. So right now we're 1 for 1, meaning now we're going into a choke point battle next. I should have said in the beginning that every single battle we do a different faction. So for example, this one, I put us in the wrong situation, the wrong side in this battle, where I was supposed to be the one protecting the choke point, but I messed up. But we have to be a different faction for each type of battle. Let's take a look at this situation. We got artillery, good old Empire. Look at those poofy shirts. We got archers all over the place. We got Balthazar himself, looking cool as ever. Got spearman. We got a fire wizard. Really takes his vocation very seriously. And I think I got a hero over here. Versus dwarves. Fork Ironbrow to be exact. Wearing the best helmet. We got engineers. We got cannons. Organ guns, cannons, all kinds of stuff. We even have he has a dinosaur again. I don't even notice that. So these dwarves are ready to hold the line or attack in this regard. Let's see what they do. That is one cool looking dwarf, not gonna lie. Cannon fire. Here comes my front line. The organ guns are firing. They're throwing blasting charges. That is rough looking. Hold the line. Such devastation. And I forgot about the flamethrowers. Because at this point, I relied heavily on. Ooh, I made a fire tornado. Relied heavily on archery because, well, I mean, just look at this. You do not mess with the dwarves. Bork Ironbrow himself. Oh! For ooh, in a desperate attempt to try to stop my artillery, Balthazar takes the fray. And he flees. As of this point in the battle, we are sitting at, he has 136 troops left, and with my 600. Those flamethrowers, though. Poor Ironbrow himself too. Like dwarves are anything if not resilient. And that was an epic battle, in my opinion. Let's take a look here. 47 kills just from Forik. 90 kills from organ guns, flamethrowers. 175 kills. They got the most bulk. It was terrifying seeing the just walls of flame just firing out just everywhere. People just getting decimated. It's even more. You don't see the damage itself until you really go in and take a good look at it. And you're like, so many people are dying right now. All right. Third battle. Victory for me, which means we go back to a field battle. Like I said, by the end of this video, you'll see why we changed the rules. And now, once more to a field, because we use the same units. We use the same faction for the same type of battle. This time I went with a different lord. This lord looked so cool. Once again, he's the lizards, and I was very, very nervous because I didn't really care for Chaos Warriors by the end of the first field battle. So, oh boy. Let's take a look here. So, I don't have a lot of units here. Let's take a look at the Lord. Like you see, he looks awesome. Kolek Sun Eater. And I had a Chaos Giant. Big and beautiful. Had a Chaos Sorcerer. And of course, always got to have a Hell Cannon. Now the rest of my units I had in the woods. You have Chaos Spawn. You have Dragon Ogres. Had more Warriors of Chaos, more Chosen, the Forsaken. Had all these units because my mentality in this battle was I was going to take these units and I was going to flank him. Of course, we got more Pterodon Riders. We have, once again, we have a Saurus General. We have a Skink. I think I saw a Skink. May not be. We have his main dude once more. This time opting, oh, there's the Skink. This time opting for some more dinosaurs. We have an artillery monster, a blessed Stegodon, and we had a feral Troglodon, as well as some units in the woods over here ready to flank me. My armies emerge from the woods. I made the mistake of putting no archery units here to take down them, so they just had to take the brunt of those attacks. Just walking through them. Ooh! Oh, Lord v Lord. Daggum, he doesn't even come up past his leg. Of course, I neglected my hell cannon, and they were quickly dealt with. Meanwhile, on the other front, things looked as if it were going pretty well. But my lord ran away. Why did he run away? I have no idea. My sorcerer ran away. My giant was crumbling. And with that, my lord was dead. And down fell my giant. My entire reserves. All I had was the one army that sat here. Was not looking good for me. Once again, you have to really admire the ferocity of the lizards. And at one, honestly, I thought for a moment, I might make this. And then the dinosaur came in. It was a valiant defeat, but a defeat nonetheless. We were now guarding a choke point. Now let's take a look here. If I can get my camera to stop moving. In my mind, coming off of the last victory with the Empire, I thought I had to be careful about flamethrowers. Never using this lord, I started Volkmar the Grim. Looked cool. Had artillery, guns, muskets. Had another set of strong infantry to block this choke point. I was not going to let them through. I even had a tank. Tanks look cool. Let's see. We got another good setup. He had Slayers this time. Gotta love Slayers. Got another Master Engineer. Some more flamethrowers. He had a Dwarven Lord. Looks cool. And a Thane. Okay, so Fork Ironbrow was not in this battle. This Dwarven Lord, he decided to go himself. He had a catapult in the woods and a gyro bomber. Let's take a look at what happened. My artillery came in. What I didn't realize was at this time, I had all this good setup. I didn't notice this little fella. And in a really good play, it opened fire on my artillery. Yeah, I'd say it open fired. Meanwhile, the dwarves marched. Fire raining down all around them. They were almost upon me. I tried desperately to bolster in the ranks. headbutted me in the groin. Oh,
I will not rest till my axe is blood. This will be a good outfit.
tank was destroyed, pushing us back. This one was not looking good. My lord fleed. Just running people over? Oh my goodness. I don't think that's how helicopters work. By far the one that the one unit that held out the most for me was my wizard. I will say without a doubt, close victory was wrong. Our close defeat was wrong. It was by far a decisive defeat. His gyrocopters and gyro bombers, his flamethrowers, all of it just completely punched a hole right through, just right through my defenses, and I couldn't do anything about it. It was very well played and very, very well done. So, here we are again. He had 2 wins in a row, pushing me to what we decided at that time, regardless, win or lose, because it was getting late. The defining battle. If I won a siege battle, if I won, it was a draw. If I lost, then I lost. This would be the biggest battle we had done yet. Now, pausing it and starting it right away. Let's take a look. I had skeletons. I had my bone giant. Artillery littered the inside of my base. My goal was that he would not touch my walls. But if he did, just in case. Meanwhile to him, he's had harpies, spearmen, horsemen, siege towers, chaos spawn, and minotaurs. Not to mention a gorgon. My bad. And sitting atop all of it, like battering rams, more siege towers, his artillery unit, a Cygor. And Sitting at the throne of it all, Torox the Brass Bull. It was shaping up to be a really good fight. So let's see how it goes outside the walls. Combating his harpies, I decided to send out my own birds, as they seem to have been the best thing to attack him with. The siege towers were nearly at the wall. He decided to take the fight to the gate itself. And with that, the first siege tower docked. And the gates were finally opened. Oh, just one of his guys got through, apparently. With that, one big final push. He threw everything right at it. Right at the front gate. Oh, there goes Torx. Man, he's such a cool character. With that, my doors were burst open. And then it was time for maybe the most cluttered and hard to see fight to happen. I did everything in my power to stop him from getting through that doorway, at least. And with that, the forces fled. This guy was his Cygor was a trooper now. But my bone giant, man, he wasn't having it. I'm telling you, he would not stay down. And the range on that archer, though, good lord. And with that, we called it a draw.